Good morning, everybody. So I said I was going to do a voiceover to the warm-up that I do before my workouts. And you can actually do this just when you wake up in the morning. It's really good. You'll have a lot more energy, feel a lot more loose. So the first one that I do is a neck roll. Just nice and smooth, nice and slow. Make sure I'm getting a good stretch. I don't really go for a certain count. I just kind of listen to my body and do enough until I feel loose. And then I'll switch sides and rotate the other way. So then from there, I go into a wrist rotation. So I lock my fingers together and I'm just moving my wrist in a circular motion. It's nice and smooth again. You want to make sure that you're focusing on your breathing while you're doing these movements as well. So I like go for a 3 count. So inhale through the nose, 3 count, exhale through the mouth, and then repeat. So here, simply rotating, getting the back nice and stretched out, getting the hips a little bit loose as well, keeping my knees, square, my feet planted, my feet nice and square. And that's, it's a good stretch for the back. Taking my time with that. And from there, I go into getting the elbows loose. So bring the palms in close to the body and swing the arms out, palms facing out, and then repeat. And this is really good for the elbows, getting those nice and loose, getting them well oiled for whatever you're about to do, whatever workout you're gonna do. So, and from there, we go into expanding the chest. So, as you see, I cross in, and I cross back over, cross out. This is actually really good for stretching the chest out, and also it's good for your breathing also. This will help out, with stretching out the lungs, so you're able to get, more fullness in your breaths. So yeah, that's really good for your breathing. And a lot of these exercises are just good for your internal organs anyway. So from there, now we're going into the shoulders. So putting my hands close together in the middle of the body, and then I'm rotating the elbows. So I try to keep the elbows, I try to bring those in as close to the body as I can. And that's how you're gonna get that good stretch with the shoulders. And then straight from there, we go into a single arm rotation. So I'm rotating backwards, just filling it out nice and smooth. So guys, your shoulders and your neck are probably one of the 2 most important muscles, especially today. Most people sit at a desk or at a computer, and that's where that stiffness in the neck and shoulder region comes from. So this will help get that blood flow back up in that area to keep it nice and oiled, nice and loose. You want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, making sure that you're staying functional. So yeah, I switch sides and forward, backward as well. So now I'm doing both arms, rotating one arm forward and the other one backwards at the same time. This is a little difficult at first, just with the coordination. But, if you take your time, just nice and smooth, and it'll work out for you. You can actually feel this one too, like in the shoulders. Like this is actually a workout in itself. So, as you're doing these movements, you're actually, building strength as well in those areas. So just keep that in mind. And so now I'm rotating the hips and I'm tapping my kidney and my rib cage. And what this does, this sends a vibration to your internal organs. So you're actually moving your internal organs. And this is really good for, for your internal health. It's one thing to have a nice body and to look good, but you want to be healthy inside as well. So when you're moving those internal organs around, you're actually giving them a workout. So that helps to strengthen your internal organs. So that's a really good movement. And then from there, I'm still tapping the kidney, but I move up to the base of the neck now. So now, tapping the base of the neck, you have a lot of nerves in your neck. So when you tap in the base, you're stimulating those nerves in your neck area, which is going to help them become more responsive, and just gives a little stimulation to the nervous system. So that's a really good movement. And now I'm doing, I guess you could say, sort of a hula hoop. So we're moving the hips in a circular motion, keeping the head, still, keeping the knees still, everything still. So only thing that's moving is the midsection. This is actually a good stretch too for you if you sit down a lot. If you're sitting down for long hours, you can just get up and, do this for a few minutes, and it'll get that blood flowing back in through the legs, back into the lower body. Remember, guys, most ailments come from weak blood flow. You got to have good blood flow to promote healthiness throughout the body. So now, rotating the knees now. Now your knees are one of the most important joints in your body. There's a lot of connections going on there with ligaments and muscles. So you want to make sure these are nice and loose. A lot of people have ailments with their knees as well. A lot of aches and pains. So doing this will get those nice and loose. Get a good workout with them. Then from there, just do an ankle rotation now. So rotating one way, then I'll go the opposite way, and then I'll switch legs and do the same. Make sure that you're upright, your body's in line with each other when you're doing these rotations. And this is the last exercise that I do. But guys, this is really good before workout, or even just in the morning. If you're just waking up, the blood flow that you're promoting throughout your body, you'll feel way more energized after doing this. You'll feel real stimulated in the mind, and this is just really good for the body in general. So I would recommend doing this. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I hope you learned something from this. And thank you for watching.